Another question that I get asked a lot is how can I, as a 9-to-5 guy, start creating a side business or bringing in some money on the side or something that's going to replace my 9-to-5 income in the future. And this is something I can speak on with a little bit of authority because it's something that I did. I was working from about 18 till I was 20 in a tech job, normal 9-to-5, wear your suit into the office, la-di-da-di-da. I think I was the youngest person on the team by about maybe 15 years. And it was just looking at the people that I was on the team with. They're grown men and grown women, and they're just living this miserable life where they have to come in every day on public transport to the office, slaving away for a very, very, what I realized was not a comfortable wage, even though it was considered good money by a good chunk of the world. It was not something that I could ever feel comfortable with. It's something that if your car breaks down or if you have an issue, then you're struggling that month. Then you got to watch, what you're buying at the supermarket. It's not enough money to be living the life that I wanted to live. So I looked around and I decided that life was not for me. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to slave away in this office for 40 years in the hopes that maybe I could save up $1 million and buy a 1-bedroom apartment in Sydney. That didn't really appeal to me. So what I did was, I thought I have to start creating an income that I can at least live off if I want to quit my job and put much more time into creating my own businesses. So I did the parallel. I was working and I used basically all of my extra time. I was either training or, doing stuff on my own business. And I got a little lucky because we had COVID and we had to work from home. And while we were working from home, I was not doing too much work for my normal job. So I had 2 monitors, and the monitor in front of me, I had for my normal job, my normal work. And then the monitor to the left, I had for basically building the business that I was building at the time. Obviously, a lot of you guys won't be able to do that. But if you want to create something that's going to help you get out of that rat race, a lot of you guys will say, oh yeah, I want a side business. I want to bring in extra income and stuff like that. But when you get home from your job, all you want to do is sit in your ass and watch Netflix and relax or play video games or what. That's bullshit. You're never going to get anywhere if you do that. You're too comfortable if you're doing that. I made sure I didn't have any Xbox in the house. I didn't have any games on my computer or anything like that. I did not allow myself to become distracted because I knew I needed to put in work. I wasn't comfortable enough. I was paying pretty decent rent, which was most of my wage at the time. And I was thinking, this is super uncomfortable. So I took that extra time that I had and I put it into building a business. I didn't put it into playing video games or watching Netflix or doing stupid shit. That's essentially what you got to do. You just got to find something, at least start researching and then start doing. It's all about action. What I would suggest is do the parallel. So still work your job, but use that extra spare time for meaningful things, whether it be training or whether it be researching new business, trying to get some more money coming in one way or another, at least to replace your base income that you're on. So that if you want to leave, you then leave and you have a business bringing in enough money where you are on the same salary anyway. That frees up more time from your job where you're working 8 hours a day, and that can go into way higher ROI tasks. So that's what you need to do, in my opinion. Research, and then after you've done researching, you have to start doing things that are actually, moving the needle. Don't be, research this and then, oh yeah, but this came up and I researched this. Pick something, try it. You have to try it for a considerable amount of time before I would say it doesn't work. But if it doesn't work, maybe you've lost 2 or 3 months and you've picked up some knowledge on the way about business. That's worst case scenario. Maybe you've lost a tiny bit of money. So what? That's what your job's for. Use that money to go somewhere else. I was buying courses and stuff, and some good, some bad, whatever. You kind of got to be a bit careful nowadays because there's a lot of scammers and gurus and stuff like that. So, use that money to learn something. That spare money that you have at the end of each month, use that towards something. Use it to learn something. That's something I did as well. And, it paid off. Look, I am where I am now because of it. Just take action. That's all I'm going to say.